Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Charles in Charge Cowboys Sports Report. It is the 13th of October, Thursday night, about 9:50 p.m. Central Time, my time. If you're watching this and have not subscribed, please do subscribe. Press that free red button. Every subscriber counts, guys. My first goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. Therefore, I can start doing live shows, collaboration shows, and other fun stuff. And when I say live shows, my live shows are going to be live. You will be entertained. I guarantee you that. For sure. Man. Biggest game of the season coming up. It seemed like Cincinnati was the biggest game because that was going to be the turning point of the season, whether the season goes north or south. And then the Rams game was the biggest game of the season so far, but this game by far supersedes the Rams game because Eagles playing better than the Rams and right now have a better roster from top to bottom. I love what Tank Lawrence said when asked about this. Tank said, Jalen Hurts hasn't played us yet, so we don't know how good he is. Being that their first 5 opponents the Eagles have played are combined 10 and 15. Only decent team they've beaten is Minnesota. Other than that, they've beaten on bad teams. You can say we've got 3 quality wins. Cincinnati, the Rams, even though they're 2-3, they're 2-3 because they've got loss against us. And the 4-1 Giants are now looking like a quality win and could give the Eagles some problems. Keys to victory, which is pretty simple. Number 1, and this is the biggest one, is stop the Eagles' run game early and often. Stifle that run game. Make Jalen Hurts beat us with his arm. Stop the run game, and at the same time, put a spy on Jalen Hurts. Donovan, the Hitman Wilson, is perfect for that job. If they do a play action and Hurts is moving around back there, let Wilson shadow him everywhere he goes because Wilson will not lose that man. He will be on him like glue. Hurts makes the game 11 on 11 opposed to 10 on 11 sometimes whenever you're doing running plays. He can hurt you with his legs. We've got to eliminate that. Like Danny Dimes has 79 yards on the ground against us. We cannot allow Hurts to run wild on us. Had to have a spy on him the whole game. So that's kind of 1A and 1B. Stop the run early and often. And 1B is spy Hurts the whole game with Wilson. He's the man for the job. Number 3 would be get our run game going early and often. I don't care if they stack the box with 7 guys. Our offensive line needs to step up, play to their potential, especially Jason Peters. We thought he was going to be out 3 weeks. I figured he'd be out till the bye. He's going to be dressed and ready in Philly. And with him on the left side at left guard next to Tyler Smith, you got 700 pounds of man right there. That's a good, strong left side. And with Zach Martin and Terrence Steele, road graders, it's a good right side. Dalton Schultz has been limited in practice, but our rookie tight ends, Ferguson and Hendershot, are very good blocking tight ends. So Philly, most likely, is going to, in the beginning of the game, stack the box and try to shut the run game down to force us to put the ball in the air a lot more than we're accustomed to during this Cooper Rush stretch. Let them stack the box. But we still got to be able to run that ball anyway. Our offensive lineman has to move them men. Jordan Davis, put him on his ass. Fletcher Cox and Hargrave, move them. Zach Martin, Jason Peters, Tyler Smith, Terrence Steele, do y'all's job. And Tyler Biadash, hold up. Oh. That's the biggest thing of this game. Stop their run early and get ours started early. Number 4, Cooper Rush. He's got this quiet confidence, this quiet magic about him. He needs to make about, I'd say 4 or 5 big-time throws, 4 or 5 splash play throws, whether it's a 1st and 10 play action, hit Noah Brown deep for 50 yards, or if it's hit CeeDee Lamb on a quick slant and he hits his head on the goalpost, or throwing it down the sideline to Gallup like last week, throw a dime where Gallup gets 2 feet in bounds and you're like, damn, how they make that catch. That was a beautiful throw and catch. Cooper Rush, 4 or 5 big passes, impact passes, will be enough to get the offense going. And number 5, win the turnover battle. And not only that, not only win the turnover battle, but give no giveaways. Don't turn the ball over once. Winning the turnover battle, what I mean by that is not turn the ball over not one time, but get a few takeaways ourselves. Win the turnover battle that way. Not we turn the ball over twice, but we got 5 takeaways. No. A clean game. Rush, no picks, no fumbles. Dalton Schultz, you better not fumble like you did in week 3. No giveaways. And defense get 2 or 3 takeaways. Some interesting stats here with Jalen Hurts. When he's not blitzed, this is PFF. When Jalen Hurts is not blitzed, he has got a grade of 90.5. Offensive grade, PFF. That's second in the league. 9.9 yards per attempt. That's first in the league. 73% completion rate. That's third in the league. 7 big-time throws, 5th in the league. And 3 turnover worthy throws, 23rd in the league. When Jalen Hurts is blitzed, 53.7 offensive grade, PFF, 27th in the league. 5.8 yards per attempt, 31st in the league. 58% completion rate, 25th in the league. 0 big-time throws, and 1 turnover-worthy pass. So, in the first 5 weeks, it shows if Jalen Hurts is under pressure, he does not throw the ball very well, like most quarterbacks don't. But he has a big drop-off when he's not blitzed and when he's blitzed. And we've got the perfect defense to do that with. The perfect defense. This is the game where our defense cements themselves as the best in the league by holding Philadelphia under 20 points and having 6 games starting the season, first 6 games, not allowing 20 points. I apologize. Sorry for that. And on top of that, only allowing 1 touchdown. Don't allow 20 points. Allow a touchdown and 4 field goals, or a touchdown, 3 field goals. Allow 16 to 19 points tops. On offense, 3 touchdown scoring drives, maybe 2 field goal drives. And then the last key to victory, I forgot to mention, number 6, is our special team needs to make a difference. Whether it's flipping field position on punts, which is big, possibly get a field goal or punt block. And hopefully Turpentine has a few opportunities to get some punt returns in and set us up in good field position. That combined with winning the turnover battle and hopefully giving us a few short fields could be huge. We are underdogs by 6.5 points by the Vegas spread. You get 3 points for being at home automatically. So on a neutral field, they think Philly's about a little bit better than a field goal than us. 3.5 points. Last week, I guaranteed a victory over the Rams by at least 2 or 3 scores. I'm confident about this game, but guaranteeing a win is going to be tough. I believe we've got a good 75% chance of going up there and knocking them off in Philly. We travel well. We seem to play good in Philly. And Cooper Rush seems to have not been shaken so far in his career. And having Jason Peters back in the lineup at left guard is huge. With the 3 big bodies they got in the front. That is huge. Boy's 330. He's got experience and he knows how to put his hands where they belong and knows how to move a big man. I say 75% chance to win. My score prediction, 27-16. We don't allow 20 points again. We stifle Jalen Hurts early in the game. We do not allow their running game to get going. We start to force Jalen to throw. And when we do that, we mix in some blitzes, some Dan Quinn, beautiful, exotic blitzes, and make Jalen Hurts throw some bad balls, get him uncomfortable, and every time he tries to leave the pocket, have Donovan Wilson there to smack him in the face, punch him in the mouth, drop his ass on the ground. That's how we do it. And after this week, our defense, even if it's not statistically number 1 all the way around, will be regarded as the best defense in the league by holding Philly under 20, which they have not been held under 20 all season. Arizona was close, but no cigar. Sack Hurts 6-7 times. Parsons, Tank, Dorrance Armstrong, the unsung hero of this defensive line. Dante Fowler, Sam Williams coming into his own. Big old Quentin Bohanna will be back this week as our starting nose tackle. I keep on saying this. I'm going to say it every video. We do not need a trade by the trade deadline. All we need to do is sign Ndamukong Suh to really solidify the run defense and sign OBJ late November to solidify the offensive weapons. We do that and we're unstoppable. But we go into Philly. We need to score first. If we can get on top of them by 10 or 14 points, if we can get on top of them like Jacksonville did, we're not Jacksonville. If we get on top of them by 2 scores and stop that run and force Jalen to beat us in the air with our pass rush, the Eagles are in trouble. And just say they do stop our run game. I believe we will not abandon it, just like against Washington. We had, 62 yards total, but we ran the ball 27 times and had 27 pass attempts. So if our running game is not that effective and we're not getting 5-6 yards a carry, will still stick with the run to keep the defense honest. And Cooper Rush will do what he needs to do to get the game won. He'll make the throws he needs to make. If he's got to throw for 300, he'll do it just like he did last year. 325 at Minnesota. 325 and 2 touchdowns. If he's got to throw for 350, 3 touchdowns, Cooper Rush will get that done. He will get what needs to be done. That's just what he does. He had 100 yards passing last week. That was fine because he knew that's all he needed to do. And he had 2 big third down drops, which would have probably had scoring drive implications on those 2 drives. But Cowboys, they should be confident in this game. I am. I predict 27-16 victory. And after this game, we will be the team to beat in the NFC, and we will be in sole possession of the number 1 seed after 6 weeks, I believe. And then we got Detroit and Chicago to coast into the bye week with. It's a very beautiful picture. So get pumped up, guys. We're going to go into Pennsylvania. We're going to go to the link and burn that damn thing down. In Philadelphia, who has not played a team like this all year. They played Minnesota early, week 2. They haven't played a team like this. We've got more grit, tenacity, and heart than anybody else in the NFL right now. That's the way we look. So we're going to go in there. We're going to punch them in the mouth early, show them that we can be more physical, and we're going to get this thing done. And by the end of this game, 75% chance I give us to be 5-1. 5 in a row with Rush. With the best defensive performance that we've seen in maybe 20 years because of how many weapons Philadelphia has. And our defense is going to stymie that offense and shut them down and hold them under 20 and maybe let them in the end zone one time. Watch that happen. And watch Cooper Rush make those 10-cent throws. Throw those dimes. Because he can do it. We've seen him do it. Our receivers, one more big key. Our receivers, this is not the game to drop balls. Especially on third down. Michael Gallup, if it's 3rd and 5, and we got you on an out route and you're wide open, you got 50 yards of grass, you cannot drop that ball. CeeDee Lamb, if it's late in the game, and it's 3rd down, and we hit you on an out route and you catch it, you cannot let the DB knock the ball out. I know they got Slay and Bradbury. Every time we played against Slay, whether it's with Detroit or Philly, we've always thrown at him. I don't think he's that elite. And James Bradbury, we've been whooping on that boy since he was with the Giants, and we will continue to whoop on him as he's an Eagle. That's it for this episode, guys. I thought the stats with Hurts, PFF being blitzed and not blitzed was pretty interesting. Our defense has the best pass pressure win rate, of course. We're 2nd in sacks, and 39% of dropbacks we get in the quarterback's face. So y'all get ready for a big defensive game. And a little bit of Cooper Rush magic. And I believe that we'll run the ball good. Jason Peters, I think, is going to be a big X factor in making that happen. That is the biggest gift we could have gotten. Him being on the plane ride to Philly. That's it for this episode, guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. Every subscriber counts. I mean it. Every single one of y'all count. Please subscribe if you're watching this video and you have not. Please press that like button because, like Fish says, it helps the algorithms push the video towards the top, I guess. Keep the Lord first and foremost. God is always first. Everything else comes after that. If you have questions about the Lord or Jesus, internet, it's got all the info you need. Or if you just want to ask me personally, DM me. I'd be glad to let you know everything I know about it. He's my Lord and Savior. Without him, I wouldn't have what I have. I tell you all that right now. I got Cowboys in my veins and Jesus in my heart. How about them Cowboys? And we're going to be saying that after the game Sunday night, whenever Jalen Hurts and them boys fall to the real king of the East in the class of the NFC. That's it for this episode of the Charles in Charge Cowboy Sports Report. I'll catch you on the flip side. I'll have one more video before the game. Charles in Charge is out.